What's up? It's Gabi and I'm checking in for this past week. I am in much better humor this week, you guys, and most of it is because you guys were so awesome in the comments of the last video, just like cheering me on and words of encouragement. I'm so appreciative of every single one of you who left nice comments and helpful tips and all that kind of good stuff. I have done much better this week. I feel back to my old self again. I feel like I'm not even bothered by any carbs in the house or people eating carbs in front of me. I just feel better all around. And I feel like I might be finally finding like the best foods to eat on a regular basis. So thank you guys so much for being there to support me. I appreciate every single one of you. So this week I feel like I've recovered really well from whatever issues I was having. I don't know if it was because I did get that break and just felt how terrible I felt eating my old, the old-fashioned way, or if it was just that I finally snapped out of it, just snapped my head out of all this stupidity that I would have been thinking about, or I don't know what it is, but I feel better. I did really well eating this week. I stayed under carbs every single day, I think. I did get a little bit high on my proteins, not even like really high, but just a little bit high on the proteins at the end of the week. But it stayed under 90 grams of protein the entire week. There was a couple days, I think that it was 80, I think I had like an 86 gram day for protein on Friday or something like that. But otherwise I did really well, and I stepped on the scale this week and not knowing how much weight I had gained or water weight I had gained last week because I didn't weigh myself. Yesterday I got on the scale and it said I was up 2 pounds still, but today I got on the scale and it said I was down 2.5 pounds from yesterday, which puts me a half a pound down from before I went on my little binge the week prior. So that's good progress. I'll take half a pound and then we'll see what this next week brings. I also did get my blood glucose meter in the mail, or blood glucose and ketone meter, and I did that today, and my ketones tested at 0.9 and my glucose tested at 99. So from what I've read, anything above 0.5 is in ketosis, but really between 1 and 2 is where you want to be for staying in ketosis. So I'm really close to that 0.9, but I definitely am in ketosis, it sounds like, but just like I could be better in ketosis. So I'm probably gonna test myself again next week to see how I do, and if I'm above 1, then I'm just gonna not test myself for a while. Maybe I'll just do it once a month because those test strips are so freaking expensive. So that was cool. I did read that your glucose level, I think, is supposed to be in the 80s or something like that. If anybody knows anything more about that you can leave me any helpful tips in the comments, that'd be great, because there's like so many different like places you can get information. I just don't know what is the best, but I think I read somewhere that Jimmy Moore says you should be in the 80s. So I still have a little bit of work to do as far as the glucose, I guess, but at least I'm under 100. I think that's good, maybe. I don't know. But so there's that. And then I didn't measure myself this week. I probably will just leave my measurements to once a month. Yeah, so I'll do it again at the end of this month, which is rapidly approaching, so it won't be too long, and then we'll see what happens there. I did measure myself the end of last month, but I used a different measuring tape, and I'm not really sure how that affected it. I got the free one when you place a $75 or more order from Nutrition the last time I placed my nutrition order. So it has like, it's cool, like it's a cool concept where you like pull the tape around and then put the little plug in a hole in the base of the measure, and then you can just push a button and it'll automatically tighten up around whatever area that you have the tape wrapped around. However, it like pulls a little extra tape when you measure it, because it's like you're not pulling it and then measuring it right next to each other, you know what I mean? I can't explain myself. Anyway, it just, I'm not real sure about the accuracy of the measurements, but it seemed like I was down like a half an inch in a bunch of places. I haven't measured with the same old tape that I was using before yet, but I'll do that at the end of this month. So we'll see. Oh yeah, so I did stick to the Lucy Wyndham Reed workouts this week. I worked out 5 times this week, which is 1 more time than I had been in the previous weeks. So, but she has 6 workouts a week, and I totally intended on doing the workout yesterday, and time got away from me. I was feeling really lazy yesterday and just catching up on some TV shows and stuff like that, so time got away from me. And then by the time 6 o'clock came around, I was like, well, probably shouldn't do it too late, so according to Stephanie, keto person. So I just left it, and then I was gonna do it this morning instead, but today's supposed to be the break day for the whole rotation. So I'm just gonna make it a goal to try to do all 6 workouts next week. But I made an improvement, so. I did like pass up all temptations last week. There were like these awesome French fries that you dip in this cheddar sauce that my boyfriend got for lunch one day, and I passed them up completely. They are like one of my favorite things in the world, but I completely just was like, no thanks. And then one thing that I'm really nervous about this upcoming week is that I'm going to be going to Orlando for a conference for work. And I fly out next Sunday and I get back the following Friday, and I'm a little nervous about how easy or hard it's going to be to find food that I need to eat, and like to still try to stay under proteins and low carb and high fats. So I'm a little bit worried about that. I am going to pack some things like macadamia nuts and maybe some beef jerky or something like that. I don't know how much cold items I'm gonna be able to take, but I did already do research to see like around the hotel I'll be staying at what kind of grocery stores are around, if there's like a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods around there. Like I already found that there's one like 12 minutes away from my hotel, and I don't know if there's gonna like be a shuttle that I could use or not. It's something else I need to look into, but that's like my backup plan. If I can just go to like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's and pick up some like pepperoni and cheese slices or something, you know what I mean? Like just something to get me through the week. Worst comes to worst, I did see that there's Chipotle close by, and go to Chipotle. I mean, that's really super high in proteins, what I get, but it would be better than eating high carbs and sugary foods, so we'll see. I'm hoping that they also have a breakfast at the hotel, complimentary breakfast, but I'm not sure, I haven't looked. But they usually have like eggs, so hopefully hopefully there's like eggs and sausage or an omelet table or something like that. I did see there's also a steakhouse nearby, so that's always a good thing too. But we'll see. My main concern is going to be like at lunchtime during the conference, like while I'm there. If they provide food, hopefully there'll be stuff that I can just like pick pieces of, you know, like pick the meat and the cheese and or something like that, and just eat that and not have to eat or be starving all day or something like that. Anyway, so that's all I have for today. How are you guys doing this week? Did you have a great week? I hope you did. Are you having any particular struggles? Do you have any questions or anything for me, or any suggestions? If you're in Orlando or know the Orlando area and you have any suggestions as far as where to eat to be keto, I would greatly appreciate that. And I will check in next week. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. I have my own hotel room, so I totally plan to take my camera and my laptop so I can edit videos. And that way, oh, what I ate on Keto Wednesday that week is gonna be very interesting, isn't it? So that way I'll still be able to do my weekly video and then do my what I ate on Keto Wednesday video. So we'll see how that goes. That's kind of interesting and exciting. I think it would be really cool to do a series of like how to eat when you're here, you know, this kind of place. But I get very nervous to do the videoing in public also, so I don't know how it works. I did try to do it when I was up in DC with my family, but I got really nervous and like I shot the intro really quick when no one was around, and like I wasn't really able to record in the restaurant, but it was really loud in there anyway, so it probably wouldn't have been good to record in there. I still have to edit that video. Okay, so I will see you on Wednesday for what I ate on Keto Wednesday, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week and are feeling great. Bye.